friends, my name is Holly. Welcome back to my channel. It is actually Wednesday morning and I have some very fun and exciting news for y'all, but I also have a little bit of bad news too. So we'll start with the good news first. Today we are going to be going to my favorite local plant nursery, which is Petals from the Past. We haven't been there in quite some time, so I'm so excited to go see all the new things and all the fresh florals and just being outside. It's such a beautiful day. It's a little bit windy, but I know it's supposed to get pretty warm today. And so me and baby Kason are gonna go and just have a little field trip. I am wanting to add some more things into our landscape, and I have lots of fun and hopefully going to turn out beautiful ideas. So I want to share with y'all like the befores and what I'm planning on doing, and then taking y'all with me to Petals from the Past and shopping around. We have lots of things that I want to do in our garden, in our cottage garden. We also have like a cottage garden, potager garden out on the side of our house if you are new to my channel. So I have lots of things that I want to do, but we have to do this in phases. And so I think phase one is going to be today, and that is going to be going to get some more hydrangeas, some more shrubs, and a few other things for like our landscape. And then we will do these like little garden updates as like a little series because it takes a pretty good amount of our time. So excited of all of my new fresh ideas for this season. We've only been in our home for I think 2 going on 3 years. So we do have some landscape around our home. Some of it is already big and beautiful and flourishing, and some of it is taking a little while to grow and mature. And so we still have like little shrubs and things, but I'm so excited to see. Hopefully it will be beautiful in the next few years. All of my ideas come together when everything gets big and matures. If you're new to my channel, I did work at Petals from the Past a few years ago. It's been a little while now, but I worked there part-time and I loved it because I gained so much knowledge about like plants and landscaping. I don't know a whole lot about it, but enough to be able to dabble in it, and I designed our own landscape. We are still like new to this. We're still figuring things out, but it has been such a fun journey. But the bad news, are we ready for the bad news? You probably have already thought about it. The bad news is we're having to do this video today instead of next week because our arch cabinet has still not made it in. I ordered this arch cabinet for our living room about a month ago, and whenever I get it in and see it, if I love it, which I feel like I will because I saw lots of reviews, but I will definitely link that down below for y'all when it finally gets here. But it did say that it was going to take about a month to get here. I should be getting a call from the distributor because it's like white glove service, which is really nice, and I didn't have to pay for that. So that means that they are going to deliver it and bring it into our home and put it wherever I want it. So that's gonna be so nice. I'm supposed to be calling and scheduling that today, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they said it should be here Friday, Saturday, but as long as it's here by next week, because I have a video that y'all are gonna be so excited about. I mean, giddy about. Y'all try to guess what that video is for Monday, and it's something that a lot of y'all have been asking about, and so that video is supposed to be here Monday. So then I am hoping, if things go well, then Thursday's video is supposed to be the arch cabinet, showing y'all the arch cabinet, styling it, and the like living room refresh that we've been talking about for several past few videos. So I know y'all are like so anxious for that thing to get here. Trust me, I am too. Today's video was supposed to be us doing the arch cabinet in the living room, and then we had plans for Monday's video already, and then Thursday's video was supposed to be this gardening video. But actually all worked out great because I'm really excited to be able to go ahead and go to Petals from the Past and get these plants in the ground. Change up in the landscape. It's just a few things. We have nothing on the front porch because we took it all down for the bad weather, so we need to put all that back up. But I have these shrubs, and what I think I'm going to do is pull them forward a little bit. I was thinking I might even get some to go in between them because I want it to like line our landscape all the way around. And then I was thinking about getting hydrangeas. This gets full sun, so we would need to do like lime lights, or probably little limes or bobo hydrangeas, like 2 hydrangeas, one to go, like these would be pulled forward. I would want to get one to go here and one to go here. So that's the plan. And then moving along to this side of the house, I know this looks bad, but these come back, so I need to cut them back. And they they're here spring through fall, and they're so pretty, and they have little white flowers on it, almost looking like daisies, but they line this little like pathway that takes us out to the cottage garden. And then I have a big camellia right there. So again, we've just been in this house 2 years, and so I've been playing around with the landscape, and you have to wait till things get big and established. Drew was like thinking that you put it in the ground and it looks good overnight, which it does look good, but like everything needs to get bigger. So that camellia is going to fill in this area. These will continue to get bigger. Again, I just need to cut the dead off of these, and these should be bloomed out before Easter. They were last year. Okay, so right here, you know that we're pulling those up. We may be getting more and putting hydrangeas there, and then I want to get more of those to continue for these to go all the way around. And I'm thinking to probably meet to like right here. So I need to figure out how many of those that I need to get. But I wanted to border this because we don't have landscape edging anymore, and the weeds, you can kind of see they're going into our black mulch. I thought it would just look better if we used those for our landscape trimming. So I'm gonna do that. And then over here on this side, of course, this should get bigger and fill in this space. We have our little water hoses. And then all these around here, that's all hydrangeas that go all the way around. So these should get big and like fill in this area eventually. So should get really big. And then that is a crepe myrtle, that's white. Also have, let me show you. This is where we get probably the most shade on this side of the house. So we have 3 hydrangeas there, and they bloom white. And then I have one there, and one there. Again, they all bloom white, they're all the same. But then also in between them, I have one there and one here somewhere. They'll come back, those are hostas. So that's gonna be so pretty, I think. Look, we already have some blooms on our hydrangeas. Okay, and then over here on this side of the porch, I wanna do the same. I wanna pull those forward and do the hydrangeas in the back. And then over here, this is gonna be a whole different section. These are some salvia that I planted last year, and they're coming back, but I want to pull those up and relocate those to the cottage garden. So those do come back every year, but I wanna put those in the cottage garden. And then I have 3 evergreens in the back I'll share with y'all that I wanna put here. So I want to do like a half moon shape. I'm trying to block the wind because it's kind of windy out here, but I want to put some evergreens here, like some shrubs. They're similar to these, to go around this. These are my antique roses. And then we have a fountain in the back, and then another camellia. So that's all looking beautiful. But I want to do another row of some evergreens here. And then in front of that, last year we did some white petunias in the spring, summer, and they were beautiful. So they'll fill in this area. So I want to have lots of layers in our garden, and everything I want it to be green and white. Okay, and then lastly, over here in this landscape, which we also need to put more mulch down, so we'll be doing that soon, but not in this video. I want to, I don't know what's wrong with this one. I keep cutting the dead off of it, and it's still alive, but these are doing well. But I need to figure out about this one. But these are supposed to get really big and fill in this area. Our beds we need to clean out, and I bought some strawberries, and I want to put some strawberries in this one. We need to add more dirt to these, and that one's kind of coming apart, so we'll probably get a few more years out of these. And then Drew was already talking about something new to put right here, but we're gonna get as much use out of these as we can. These are zinnias, or actually I think they're zinnias. They're zinnias and something else, a mixture of wildflowers that are all white. So I need to clean all of this out, add more soil, and then we're calling it done, because all these seeds should have dropped, and this should be full of wildflowers again. And then I will clean these 2 out, and we'll do tomatoes and peppers in that one. So that's what we're going to be doing in our garden. So tomatoes, peppers, wildflowers, and strawberries. And then the boys do a bigger garden out in the field. Okay, there's a lot more I wanted to share with y'all on this side and the other side, but I'm gonna wait till things start blooming out. We're gonna weed these beds. But it's so windy out here, so we're just gonna kind of talk about what we're doing in today's video. This will all be kind of phase 2. So let's talk about this side. So I need to really cut back. These are my Farmer's Dream roses. They are so beautiful. They look terrible right now, but I need to really work on this, and I want to train them. I have yet to, since we moved them over here, really worked on training them to wrap back around this arch. So I'm going to be working on that this year. And then also over here, we have some lamb's ear and some more salvia back in the back. But what I've decided to do is, oh, and then this is a elderberry. So we have an elderberry there and over there on that corner. But I want to relocate the elderberry and then relocate the lamb's ear and the salvia and put that over in this side of the garden somewhere. So my plan is to only have this farmer string rose and then plant 2 hydrangeas right there that are the same as the 2 hydrangeas right here. So back here I already have 2 bobo hydrangeas. So I was going to plant 2 on that side, keep the 2 back here, and then 2 on this side. And so all the way around the fireplace area will just be full of hydrangeas, and then the front of it will be our climbing roses. And then we're going to relocate these elderberry bushes. I have 2 blueberry bushes right there, and I kept telling y'all that we were going to put them, let me back up, right here in this corner. But Drew and I talked and we changed our mind. We're going to just move them. It made a huge difference. These were planted out here, these pear trees, for years. Never did a thing, and whenever we put all this cottage garden back here, it's like the pollinators and all just went crazy, so they've been producing pears. So I said we need to move the blueberries over here in this little area too, so we're going to move the blueberry bushes right here. So we'll have 2 blueberries, 2 pears. Okay, it's such a mess right now, but you'll just have to get the vision. So we're going to do 2 blueberries, 2 pears, and then right here we're going to do 2 elderberries. So I'm going to pull those up out. Replace all that with hydrangeas besides the roses, and then we'll have like all of our fruit trees on this back wall area, kind of like making a wall. So whenever you're standing here, we'll have 2 blueberries, 2 pears, the 2 elderberry, and this will be a fruit wall. Back here on this side of the house, we have hydrangeas going all the way around, and then right here's a rose. So whenever it is all in bloom and it starts maturing and get bigger, it will help camouflage the air conditioner unit. And then for now, I put these 3 back here, and they're doing well, and they're getting a little bit bigger. But I think what I'm going to do, because I wanted to put evergreen right here, because whenever we're sitting on our back patio, I wanted to have evergreen. But I think that I want to, I just love hydrangeas. So I think that we're going to relocate those, and we're going to get 3 more hydrangeas that match those. And we're going to go, this whole side will be hydrangeas besides 1 rose, and then 2, have 2 hostas, and then a camellia on the side that you already saw. But I think I'm going to relocate these 3 over here to the front. So back over here, remember we have the camellia, the fountain, 2 roses. I'm going to put those in the cottage garden, and I want to bring those 3 evergreens back here and probably space them out a little bit more, but have them kind of set up and looking like these salvias. So do like 1, 2, 3 right here. So pretty, and here's some more roses. That one looks so beautiful.
Here at Petals from the Past, I'd love to welcome you. We have got spring weather, and we were just talking about that crazy weather this past Saturday. Thankfully, came through in great shape, and now it's time to plant. So we hope to see you here at Petals from the Past.
Oh, did you see it? Look. Look at those feet. You can touch those.
Bye. Another thing I love about Petals is their gift shop and their huge wraparound front porch. So I'm going to share all that with y'all and have all of their spring out and displayed. It's just so gorgeous. I love looking in here. It is just packed full of different things, and every time that I come in I see something different. So let me know in the comments down below if you spot anything that catches your eye. I also love how they have lots of beautiful florals in here, and I found so many that looked so realistic, and they were those real touch flowers. Y'all know that I have an obsession with those. Look how beautiful these are. And they had this like huge table right in the middle of their gift shop, just full of different bouquets of faux flowers. So if you're looking for like flowers that look real, that whenever people come in your home, they're going to think you went out and bought a bouquet or picked them from your garden, this is the place. And you can actually see them in person to pick out your favorite. I love these little statues. You know that I have a few of those throughout my home, and I've been using them for years. And a lot of y'all have been asking me about some blueberry little stems because I have some in my home, and look, they have a whole bundle of them. I've been loving using pens and stationery. Got my to-do list. I make out one almost every day and check it off. There's something so satisfying about that. They also have the best outdoor hats. This is where I got mine, and y'all asked me so many questions about my garden hat. This is actually the exact one that I have, but I spotted another one that I like too. But I use this one in the garden. I take it to the beach, and I love how it has the strap to help it stay on my head on windy days out in the garden or on the beach. Look at little Toby. He is still here, and the mascot of Petals. They have so many seeds, lots of different vases. I actually have these that I like to use for little bud vases, and I also use them as little like juice glasses. They're so pretty and unique. And then we're going to look on the right side of the porch, just packed full of beautiful pots and pottery, and y'all know that I love scallops. And look, I found so many at Petals with little scallop details all over these pots, different shapes and sizes. I loved this like bowl one. Back home now, and I am making some brunch. I have been loving an avocado, egg, and cheese toast sprinkled with some everything but bagel seasoning. Oh, it's so delicious. I eat some for breakfast every day. Look at these daffodils. I was going to get all white, but y'all, I couldn't help it. I can't believe this. Y'all know I've been telling y'all I wanted to do an all like white and green garden, but I just loved this color. It's so pretty, like a pop of color for spring. So we did it, which I think my roses, where these are going, have a little touch of pink to them too. But I'm just so excited about doing our little layering of our garden. I'm going to unload all this stuff. I got some more of these. I'm going to go unload everything and set it all out and then share with y'all the vision. I think that's going to help out a lot. Okay, so I'm going to pull those up, but remember I had those 3 shrubs in the back. That's going to go something like this, but more spaced out. So I'm trying to figure out, I only got 2 of these. I was going to get 3, but there's 4, or I have 2 bulbs in each. So I have 2 in that one and 2 in that one. So I technically have 4 of these, and I just needed 3. So I just bought 2. So I'm trying to figure out if these need to go behind. Like I want everything to be kind of shaped like this. So I'm trying to figure out if the daffodils need to go behind or in front of the shrubs. And again, these will only bloom spring. That will be fine. The foliage will kind of turn brown, and I'll cut it all the way to the ground. So at summertime, these won't even be here. So it's like springtime, I'll have this color. Summertime, I will go and plant. I'll cut those down at summertime. In summertime, I'll have the petunias right here. So there will be color in this spring through fall. I just don't know if the daffodils or the shrubs are going to be taller once everything matures. Right now, the daffodils are taller than the shrubs. And they said that I can always like flip-flop things around. So like right now, where the shrubs are small, I can put those like more right here and then put those behind it like this. Or kind of like those, I guess. There would be those 3 daffodils there and then the shrubs right there. Then in this area, we need to clean it up, add more mulch and all, but I was thinking about maybe doing the daffodils, which could be really pretty, which you wouldn't see from the front of the house, but when you're sitting over here on the rocking chair, ooh, I think I may do that actually. I'm thinking about, I would have enough too. I'm thinking about doing the daffodils all around the fountain. That would be pretty, wouldn't it? And then find something else to put in here for summer. Maybe some irises, or I don't know. Find something that blooms in the summertime. So whenever those die down for the spring, something else would come up in the summer, and it would just be a constant rotation of flowers that pop up through the different seasons. I think that would be really pretty. We may do that. Okay, I have them all set out, so I'm going to plant those about right there. And then I told y'all we're going to pull these forward, and then I have my 2 hydrangeas where they're going to go. It's the next day, and we had another cold front came through, so it's pretty chilly and windy today. Not before we ran out of time, we replanted that one that wasn't doing so well over here by the garage. I replanted these that were in the back of the house. This is my inspiration picture for it, and then I want to put some white petunias here closer to summertime. I think that's gonna be so pretty. I did also decide to go ahead and plant these daffodils here, and I planted them all around the fountain. I need to clean the fountain out, and then we'll turn it on once it really gets warmer here. And we have the daffodils and the camellia behind it in front of the roses. And then once these kind of die off for the spring, I will cut them back and plant some more summer bulbs here. That way I will have a continuous show throughout all my seasons of flowers around this fountain. Over here, Drew didn't get to planting these hydrangeas or pulling these shrubs forward yet. He's going to work on that this weekend. He said he may start on it a little bit whenever he gets home from work, but he's just doing a little at a time. And then Saturday we're planning on finishing up this phase 1, but we've got to finish that. Over here, same thing. We need to pull these forward and then plant the hydrangeas. And then what he did do yesterday is he went ahead and planted these 3. These are the bigger ones, and we needed some big mussels to dig the holes for these. So he planted these 3 yesterday, and so you'll see they will be lined up with these others once we move them forward. And it should look like this. Hopefully, with the hydrangeas in bloom and all that, it'll look pretty similar to this before the end of the summer, or summertime. And then I went ahead and cut all of this back, and you can see there's already some new growth coming, and this should be in full bloom and beautiful by Easter time. Also went ahead and cleaned out this bed and added my 3 strawberries, but I want to get some more, and then I want to put some pine straw down in it because you don't want your strawberries touching dirt. So I asked my cousin Rachel what I should put down, and she said pine straw. That's actually how the strawberries got their name. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I cleaned out this bed. I still have a little bit of work to do, but we were running out of time. I needed to come in for supper and bath time, so we'll work on that later. And this is all the cleaning out that I did from the beds. These are those 3 salvias that were over there in front of the house by the fountain. I moved them over here in the cottage garden, and they'll get pretty tall, and these are perennials, so they keep coming back and they get bigger and better every year. And then I have a clematis that is white, and it will trail up this, and then all of this will be in beautiful bloom. It's all coming back. I see little sprigs coming up out of the ground. And then this is old-fashioned heliotrope. I planted this last year, so it's a ground cover. I have 2 gardenias. The 2 on this side didn't make it, so I'm going to move one over here. It was already looking bad, so I didn't think it was going to make it through the winter anyway. So we should have 2 gardenia bushes there, one on each side of the bird bath. But that is all for today's video. I'm going to share with y'all some beautiful garden inspiration, just because it's still, we're entering into spring, and so things aren't looking so beautiful and in full bloom yet. But I hope that y'all loved this video and it gave y'all some inspiration and some ideas, and I cannot wait to just take y'all along throughout our garden adventures and series and just share with y'all the different phases. We're going to be going in our cottage garden next and doing some things. The landscaping is almost done, and I'm just so excited to see how the garden turns out this year. So I hope that y'all will hit that subscribe button and come back. We are going to be working on our front porch and back patio makeovers pretty soon. Spring is here. I believe the first day of spring was yesterday, and so it's just going to get warmer from here. Warmer days ahead. God bless. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.